Why is my screen not sharing what I want? There we go. I wonder if it's sharing the right thing. I think so. I think if I'm sharing my whole computer, they're going to see that. Okay, so we did the we kind of plotted out the transactions of Net Solutions on those T charts to kind of show you how you can take transactions and you can organize them and summarize them so you know what your totals are for each category. And that's kind of like a it's kind of a primitive bookkeeping is what we did. Or a simplified version. It's just, you know, it works the same. You can take the information we put on those T accounts. On page 9, we can take this information here and we can make financial statements out of it. So when you see me, y'all just kind of keep your thumb there. We're going to be referring back and forth and get your calculator out because you're going to have to add some stuff for me because I don't have it written down. All right, so the first thing we're going to start with is the balance sheet, maybe. Is it me? I mean, I'm telling you. I don't know. It was just there. This kind of stuff just drives me nuts. Okay, here we go. I think my computer needs its coffee too. It's just been slow coming back up. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. I know it was there 5 minutes ago. Okay, so remember that the order you prepare the financial statements in is important. Always do your income statement first. And as we go through these, I'll show you why. Okay, so you've got your, even though it's blurry, you've got the name of your statement on here. When you take a test, you're going to have to write that. It's not going to be there for you necessarily, unless I'm feeling generous. So you need to remember what order they go in, okay? And you also need to remember what to put in the heading. The name of your company will always go on the first line of your heading. On the second line, you'll have the name of your statement or the title of your financial statement or your report. Then on that third line, you're going to have the date or you're going to have the period that's being covered. Well, for an income statement, we say for the, well, I got ahead of myself, for the month ended, and we're in November. That's information we were given in the problem. Okay, so we are preparing this income statement to reflect information for the month of November. Okay, so the first thing you're going to put on an income statement, y'all have an idea? Do you care? You can be honest, it's okay. We're going to put the revenue first. So Net Solutions revenue is called fees earned. So y'all remember, maybe I told you net income is calculated by taking revenue minus expenses. Actually, that's how you get net income or net loss. It just depends on which number is larger. Okay, so we're going to put the fees earned first. All right, so the two columns, purpose of them. We only have one fees earned number. So we're going to put it all the way over to the right. Now, when we start listing out our expenses, we'll list them here and put the total in the right-hand column. So essentially, this middle column is for detail or lists, and the right-hand column is for summary. Okay, so if we had more than just fees earned, if maybe this company had rent revenue or something like that, we would put a heading up there, revenues, list them, and get a total. But we don't. We just have this one this time. So we're going to put the heading expenses here and list them out. And I've told all the other classes, when you're taking a test, I give partial credit. and I'll count off like sometimes even fractional points, like half a point for something if it's not major. So, I mean, if you were to not remember which column something went in and you put it in the wrong column, but you got the right answer and you got the right general idea, I'm more concerned with that than which column you put the numbers in. That's more fine tuning for later. And if you make a mistake in the first statement that causes all the other ones to be wrong, I'm not going to count off everything that was a result of that mistake. I'll count off one time for the mistake, and then I try to be fair. I mean, if you get the bulk of it, then that's what I care about, is that you know it, you know. Fine tuning it and getting it perfect is awesome. But, you know, I want you to know what you're looking at and what goes on there. All right, so how do we list your expenses? Do you remember what we said? Look back to the previous page, I think has it. It said remember to apply the rules, but let's see, what is the rule? Okay, so look back on page 10 and look at where, right in the middle where it says note. And tell me what order we're going to put these in.
Largest to smallest.
Largest to smallest in dollar amount. And miscellaneous will always be last regardless of how much.